This is another new Black World Order TV Productions. Chopper. Grand Rising family, what's happening? We're talking about that light frequency, that Wi-Fi, right? That 5G coming technology, right? Where light will be used to do the broadband, to interact with the things, the people, and the places within this magnetosphere, right? It's called the Internet of Things, right? We just talked about the interaction of things, right? And we know that the human body, the nervous system of humans, because we're animals, the nervous systems of animals, right? Birds, right? Sea life, right? Is also within the interaction of things with the magnetosphere that's created within the core of the planet, that's affected by what's happening in the core of the sun. In the interaction of those things, in the interaction of us, animals, in our nervous systems, right? So we're talking about the interaction of things, the light path information, artificial intelligence, singularity enforcement, 4 words with 44 letters. So the Internet of Things, right? We have already solved the Internet of People. Facebook, Instagram, all the different facets where we see the multiplicity of people. But it was a gadget through which the vortex through we came through in order to express ourselves in the Internet of People through a thing called a cell phone or a computer, right? So there are other things around us, refrigerators, coffee makers, car garage things that close the doors to car garages, light switches on the wall. It's the things. It's the multiplicity of things, the multiplicity of people that exist in this place, right? That exist in this place. So Wi-Fi 5G technology is the Internet of Things. It's locking it down, right? It's controlling the entire universe of man within this magnetosphere here, right? Within that magnetosphere, it's going to be controlled by light frequency technology, the Auroras, right? The Auroras. Remember, it's one word with 6 letters with 13 segments. And as I said before, the 13 segments was derived out of 5 of those letters, right? Because the O is not a segment. It has no beginning or ending, no beginning or ending points. A segment is a beginning point and an ending point, right? So the 5 represents a way to explain to you the interaction of things more deeply. There are 5 senses in man that gives him the ability to interact with people, places, and things, right? It's the interaction of things on that level, and also on the universal level when we're talking about the sun's core and the earth's core connected to the core of animals, and humans are animals. It is that core to core relationship between people, places, and things that Aurora, the coming 5G technology, that's competing for the domination of the Internet of Things, because this light frequency don't belong to one people. Remember, they say the sun shines. The light frequency shines on the just well as the unjust. It's light frequency. It's coming within the earth from deep within the sun. A coronal mass ejection of charged particles, right? And another thing is that we need to talk about with this Internet of Things. We're talking about power sources, right? The core of the earth is a power source. The core of the sun is also a power source. Now, a lot of people talk about HAARP, but let me tell you something about what HAARP is doing. Just like the charged particles within the sun come directly here and affect the auroras and show up in the form of light at this point, in that point, the magneto points, north and south. S is a 19, N is a 14. When the flipping happened, it brings an N. Get it? 19, 14. That's for my Nation of Islam people, right? So now what we understand is that the interaction of my smell, my taste, my touch, my hearing, right? Those things, right? My seeing, right? Those things help me sense, help me communicate, right? So we're communicating, right, on the internet, right? People, places, and things, right? The Internet of Things. It's going to be united into one single